Happy 1st of September to everyone, and I hope that all the children that are starting school today are happy. I'm sure they're not. And I hope that school started everywhere in the world smoothly. Today I'm going to check the rumor that Meghan offered Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, to help improve her image by making a documentary about her for Netflix. And what I'm going to check is not whether or not the rumor is true. I'm going to ask whether or not it is beneficial to Kate. Will it really help Kate improve her image, if she even needs that improvement? Then I'm going to ask whether or not this idea is beneficial to Meghan, as it seems to us that it is, but I still want to know what the cards are saying. So my first shuffle is just cleaning the cards, energies, and now I'm going to ask the question. So, will Meghan's offer to improve Catherine's image? Will Meghan's offer improve Catherine's image? Will Meghan's offer improve Catherine's image? Now I'm going to cut the cards, and as I did last time, I'm going to do a very simple 3-card spread. But when the answer is in our middle card, and the middle card is Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a spiritual card. It's not giving us a clear answer whether or not it will help her. What it does say, it says that Catherine needs to take her own faith and in her hands, and just to understand that things are happening because things are happening inside of her. So she needs to, if she feels that something is blocking her, she needs to try and find what is blocking her, and that will help her go on. But this is not helping us to understand whether or not Meghan's endeavor will help her in any way. So let's see what the side cards are saying. So on one side we have the King of Cups, and on the other side we have the Empress. Okay, so we still don't get a very clear answer, because the Empress is the card that maybe Meghan would want, but it's actually a card that speaks more about how Catherine is acting, because it says give everything that you have. Give everything that you have, and if you do that, you will be able to succeed. If you give others without expecting any return, then the success is on its way. And the King of Cups is the king of a very emotional king. It could be the Prince William here, but it's a king that feels the need to be emotionally stable, that he doesn't want to feel unloved, and he wants to wrap himself in everything that is known to him. And you can see that the king is looking towards the Wheel of Fortune. So this entire spread is not answering us whether or not Catherine will benefit from Meghan's idea. because apparently she doesn't need that. She has all the power in herself to help herself. She doesn't need Meghan in any way, as it looks in the cards. Now let's see whether or not this idea will be beneficial to Meghan if Catherine actually complies and participates in this documentary Meghan offers. So let's see. Okay, so is this idea will be beneficial to Meghan? Will this idea be beneficial to Meghan? Will Meghan benefit from doing a documentary on Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge? Let's see. Usually the cards don't give us a yes or no answer. Usually they give us a message. So let's see. What do we have here? Here we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the answer is yes. It's an absolute yes. This is one of the cards that say yes. She will benefit from this. If Catherine will go along and will allow Meghan to do a documentary on her, Meghan will benefit from it. That's with no questions. Here we have the Four of Swords. It's a card that speaks about indecision, the need to rest and recover, and maybe in this subject, after her recovery from the birth, she will start doing some things. And on the other side, we have the Seven of Cups. It's a card that speaks about a lot of options. Okay, so we know that Meghan is trying to think of many options, many ways of how to make her dream come true and become a reality. And this card speaks about this dream, and if she makes a decision, the right decision, and if she will be able to persuade Catherine to go along with her on this, she will benefit from this. Okay, so now I'm going to do a Lenormand spread on the real relationship between Meghan and Catherine. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to pick the card for, wait just a moment, for the woman. Okay, the lady. Okay, and this is the significator, which is Catherine, and I will check how is the her relationship with Meghan is. So how is the relationship between Catherine and Meghan? How is the relationship between Catherine and Meghan? How is the relationship between Catherine and Meghan? I'm not going to cut here. I will just pick cards. Okay, so the letter, it means that Meghan did approach Catherine about it. She in some way, or a letter, a message, but she did approach Catherine about it. And in the basis is the skith, which means cutting, and that the basis of the situation is the bad relationship that developed between the two couples. On top, we have the ship. That means going away. So we know that the Sussexes went away and left. And if we look at the future is the cross. So for Catherine, it looks like she doesn't want a good relationship with Meghan. She doesn't look at it as something beneficial for her. The cross is very detrimental here, and she looks at it as if it is something that will not be in her best interest. So now I'm going to ask for an inspiration for Catherine. I love this deck because it has very good suggestions. So let's ask for inspiration for Catherine. Inspiration for Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. Inspiration for Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. Okay, we'll cut it once. And shine out. Every day is a learning day that can make your life exciting. What is more beautiful than that? Okay, so have a great new year and goodbye, everyone.